Alright, so if you're an American traveling to Australia, there are a few things that every American fears about Australia for some reason. Snakes, sharks, and spiders. The reality is, you're not going to see a lot of snakes, sharks, and spiders. So the real dangers, I'm telling you, the real dangers here in Australia are driving and the sun. And I'll tell you why. Okay, in terms of the sun, that's pretty easy to take care of, right? You just cover up, make sure you use the sunscreen, and you'll be fine, right? But always be thinking about that. As far as driving, that's a little more complicated. If you're an American coming to Australia, one, you're driving on the other side of the road. Everything in the car is on the other side, so everything's kind of different. I look in the rear view mirror, and a lot of times when I first start driving over here, I'm looking up over here and not finding my rear view mirror. It's over here, right? Things like that. Here's some pro tips for driving in Australia that are very important. Number one, keep left, right? In America, you keep right. In Australia, always be thinking, keep left. The second thing is, always make sure your steering wheel is in the center of the road. If the steering wheel's not in the center of the road, if it's up against the curb, you're going the wrong way. Another one is, if you're driving down the road and the signs are facing away from you, you're on the wrong side of the road. So, those are just a few of the important driving tips to keep in mind. If you keep those things in mind, you shouldn't have any problems. Also, when you're transitioning out onto a road, don't just look one way, which you'll have a habit to do. You'll have a habit to just kind of look to the left. Always look to the right. And if you're in doubt, make sure you look both ways before you pull out onto a road. And that's another very important tip. So those are my big pro tips for driving in Australia. So we've talked about the driving, we've talked about the sun. As far as those other fears, the snakes, the spiders, right, and the sharks, just make sure you watch where you step, watch where you swim, and shake your shoes out before you put them on, and you'll be fine. Chances are you won't see any of those things, but if you're coming to Australia, hopefully that helps. And happy tripping in Australia.